cool. All right, bam. Check this out, everybody. Look at Hex is moving. I love seeing Hex move. Always fun, always exciting. Love everyone getting back in, getting back excited, getting bullish about Hex. And based on what I'm seeing here, I had this little line showing a nice little downward trajectory as well. And it looks like this line is getting broken as we speak, and it looks like we've been kind of playing in this little range. I know I said that we would probably play here for a little bit of time and probably bounce in here to the end of February, or at the beginning of February, I mean, just based on where it ended up falling for the price. And it looks like we are tracking exactly that right now. Folks, once we break this line, we got that 3-cent line to break up here, so we're hopefully gonna keep on crushing this line of resistance. We're gonna pass the 3 cents. We may end up meeting some resistance right here and doing some little bounce around here. So if you haven't had the chance already to scoop up your Hex and you're waiting for an opportunity or trying to find out a better price that you might be able to get in at, well, don't wait too long. There's no telling when the end of the bear market truly is, but folks, things are looking bullish around every single crypto right now. So again, I hope everyone is getting themselves a nice little chunk of Hex at these prices. These are still phenomenal prices no matter which way you look at it, because guys, at the end of the day, if Hex gets back up to 25 cents, which is less than half of the all-time high, we're essentially a 10x in your money return right there from current prices today. Current price is sitting at 2.7469 cents. And let's just kind of see what's happening with the daily stats as well. So if you come on over here, hexdailystats.com, you can see it sitting at 2.8 cents. It rounds up, of course, in a nice little way. Whoops. No. What did I click on? Interesting. Not even sure what I clicked on. Another little tab just popped up. But yeah, you can come on down here and you can see that we have been closing every single day. Hex has been working flawlessly now for 1,153 days. Love seeing this information, everybody. I hope everyone is enjoying this as well, because why aren't you zooming in? Yeah, because guys, this is something that's constantly happening. Hi, baby. Oh, okay. Hi, baby. All right. Sorry about that. The wife just got home from nice little pup adventures, taking one of the dogs out. I'm sure she's about to get ready to take the other dog out. But guys, you can see we've been bouncing in this 2.6 range, 2.5 range, 2.7 range for a little bit of time, and it's only a matter of time before we really start breaking out. But again, Hex has been working flawlessly now for 1,153 days. Currently, the daily payout per T-share as of yesterday was 6.265. That T-share rate once again knocked itself and ratcheted itself up even more. We got 25,639 Hex to get 1 T-share. And if you scroll all the way over to the right, you can actually see a change in the circulating and change in the staked and change in all that stuff. So we're going to look at the holders and the stakers, because that is the primary metrics that when you see we've been in a bear market and these numbers have consistently continued to go up, only good stuff here. So current change in current stake, or change in current stakers, we got an additional 52 stakers as of yesterday. We now are sitting at 117,997 stakers. Let's fucking go. There was a point in time, guys, that there was only 117,000 holders. That was it. And stakers were somewhere in like the 40,000 range, right? Now we are sitting in this 117, almost 118,000 stakers. This number has continued to go up, continued to increase every single day almost during this bear market. You can see every single day we got more and more folks staking, more and more folks getting into this ecosystem. Bullish AF. If you look at the change in the current holders, we are now sitting at 317,304 holders. Oops, I got myself covering it up a little bit. But look at this, Current holders, 317,304 current holders. This number again has also been increasing every single day for the most part. There are some days where you lose some. People get out, they get out of the system, they get out of the hex, they switch it, they do something. But they're gonna look back at these moments in time later and be like, damn, dude, I was in hex when it was 2 cents. And you're just gonna be regretting that you're gonna have, it's called Romo, regret of missing the opportunity, right? And because you had such a great opportunity right now, today, presently in front of you, that you could have life-changing wealth in the next 5-10 years, as long as you truly don't do anything for the most part. And you might as well be rewarded for not doing anything by staking, because when you stake, you earn trustless yield. And just like we talk about here, the trustless yield, that payout per T-share is this trustless yield right here. When you stake, your hex is burned. In return, you're given shares. You get a portion of T-share rate. That T-share rate will pay out you your hex per day, every single day at 0000 UTC time. Whoops, and I accidentally clicked on one of the little icons over there. I didn't mean to, but you can see this T-share rate has been ratcheting up all over time. It will only go up and to the right. T-share can never be, you'll never have less hex for one T-share than currently today. So the longer you wait to stake, the more hex it's going to cost you to get yourself one T-share. So there's tons of benefits to why you want to go ahead and start staking early, start staking sooner rather than later. There's a whole bunch of perks and benefits going with that route as well, and that's something that of course you're gonna have to find out when the time comes. Wow. Oh, it's okay, bud. Go, 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 go! Oh, animals are so cute. So freaking cute, folks. I hope if y'all do have animals, y'all absolutely give them all the love. You know what I mean? Give them a big old hug from your friend ATX Crypto. What's up, Hub1254? Hello, friends. ATX dropping the knowledge. Good to see you too, Big GZ. Always good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in, tuning in, always sharing the love, always coming in and having fun with us here on the ATX Crypto channel. Love you. Problem Solver, what's up? Thanks for sharing. Of course, Problem Solver, here to have fun, here to enjoy each other's company. It's Sunday, it's a fun day. We're just about to have a whole bunch of fun today. Y'all are more than welcome to come hang out. As I stated a little bit earlier, we're going to be doing some mid-journey prompts. So if you want me to generate some things for you and your creations, Hexologist just did this the other day on his Twitter. Thought it was a lot of fun. Drop 5 words in the chat below. I can come up with some sort of mid-journey prompt and we can see what we can generate. If you need that information shared with you, we can find a way to get it to you if you like the pictures and what it delivers. But again, feel free to come on in here, drop 5 words that you would like to see generated. It was a blast watching what Hexologist was creating. I'm having a blast using Midjourney myself. It's actually what I end up doing for my thumbnails. It's what I've been using. I'm a huge fan of freaking AI. It's been a blast. Let's check out the Pulse Chain GitLab since we're here checking stuff out. Guys, once again, Brett Paulson, my man, this dude has been active damn near every single day. So, man, if I don't, like, you gotta assume Pulse Chain V3 is freaking close, guys, because this dude has been literally active every single day. This is currently the Pulse Chain GitLab. These are the developers of Pulse Chain, and you can see he was last on January 27th. SJB was on January 28th for Brett Paulson, January 27th for SJB, 3 Commons Capital dropping January 26th, and then we got January 15th for Kyle Barr. Guys, these developers are busy as can be right now. Yeah, and Problem Solver, what I'm doing with the spreadsheet, I'm actually going to be dropping that information via a Patreon. So that information will be getting sent out because it is something I will constantly keep on working out on. I'm dropping that information come February 1st, so just keep on hanging tight. For those of y'all who haven't seen that spreadsheet, I'll drop this information real fast as well. Might as well do a quick plug. but this is going to be the spreadsheet that we're referring to. It's a great little calculator that lets you actually see a whole bunch of stuff, figuring out where you want to take profit, how much to take profit, and all that stuff. So essentially, as a basic rule of thumb, say you only had 1,500 when you first invested, but you got in Hex when it was around 2 cents. That would give you 75,000 coins during that time. Now, if you want to, the idea is that oh, love it. Problem solver. Love it. Yes, yes, yes. I don't have it live just yet. I'm still working on it right now. I'm finding out the last little tweaks as we discuss right now, but I see that chat as well. So look forward to that on February 1st. Subscribe to the channel. You will be catching that information. I'll be dropping that information come February 1st. I'm just making sure we get everything kind of finalized as well. But this is a spreadsheet that, again, lets you see how many coins you'll have. You can actually determine how much profit you want to take. So the idea is that you take out some profit every time the price 2x's. Now, what that amount is going to be up for you to determine. I like the 5% strategy. It's a good strategy. Some people are going to do more than that. And the benefit of this spreadsheet is you can actually adjust it to whatever you like as well. So say you want to take out 20%. Well, now whenever the Hex price is doing certain things, it'll calculate all this information for you. So I can actually look at the future price. So say I wanted to compare the future price here. Say I say the price is going to end up being, we'll just say 25 cents in the future, okay? That would mean there would have been a 12.5x gain. 2 more weeks, Big GZ says. 2 more weeks. That's what I should be answering every single time. It'll actually tell you there will be 12.5x gains. During that time, it's only technically done 3 doubles. So you would have only taken profit out 3 times. Or during this time, you would have taken out $3,000 worth of profit. Because again, you only do it when the price doubles. You don't sell when it's going and doing these 12.5s. You go from, you know, the doubles, right? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, right? So on and so forth. And then it'll say the current worth over here. So you'll still have $3,000 in profit or $3,100 in profit. You'll have $15,000 still in your pocket in current worth in that investment in the coins, and you'll still be holding 38,000 coins, even taking 20% profit every single time the price doubles. Now, again, you can adjust this number to whatever you like. It can be 15%. It'll adjust all the information for you. You can do 5%, and that's the strategy that I'm going with. A good 5% profit taking is a nice little way to do it. And then say, for example, we end up getting to 56 cents again. Well, that would have been a nice 28x, nice 4x double. And guys, the numbers just keep going, right? So you'll be holding 40,000. It'll tell you how many coins you'd have remaining. It'll give you all this information. You can switch back and forth between live price and future price. You can switch in between all that. And then over here, it'll actually give you the ability to calculate all these doubles as well, should you want to. So say it does an 8x double and you do the 5% profit. You can, again, figure out all the math that you want right here without necessarily having to play back and forth between future and that. So a nice little way to just adjust everything. It'll be coming here shortly. And then if you want to have a certain profit ability, you can actually choose that as well. So say you want to set a goal to have 14,000 profit. Well, that means the price would have had to do 128x. It would have given you 7 doubles during that time. The profit would have been 5% to get that 14,000 profit, and you'd still be holding 52,000 coins. Again, 52,000 times 128 double, nice little double. And I'm gonna tweak this just a little bit more. That's what I'm saying. Just 2 more weeks, folks. But it's coming soon. It is, I promise. February 1st, we're looking up and looking to have everything set up. Crypto Freedom, my man. What's up, ATX? Woo! Let's go. Did you hear about Power City has made a liquid loan style for PulseX? Bullish AF. Never selling PulseX. They forked Liquid. Yeah, I'm assuming Liquidity or Liquidity is who Liquid Loans is forking. Forking Liquidity like Liquid Loans is done. Now, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. They're also forking Liquidity just like Liquid Loans to get for PulseX. Interesting. That is very interesting. Are they going to tie it? I haven't personally heard of it. Are they? Yes. Are they going to be tying it back to Pulse X as the main source of where it's funded? Because I know with liquid loans, it's going to be primarily tied to Pulse, or it is going to be tied to Pulse, which makes it that much more appealing. So that way you're not tying it to hopefully an asset that has, you know, like a Luna, for example, right? Where it basically just has like a perpetual death cycle and you can't get out of it. As long as there's some value in Pulse, there will always be value in the liquid loans. Is it tied to something like that, Crypto Freedom? I haven't heard of it before, though. I'm not too familiar with Power City. I don't stay up to date with what they do. You suggest buying back in on the dips after you take your profits? Yes, that is the purpose of the profit taking strategy. So that way when the dips come, because guys, we know that dips are in the game, and if we can predict that 60, 70, 80, 90% dips are in the future and it's possible to happen, I don't want to have to keep coming up with new dry powder to reinvest. I would much rather use the profits that I've taken while still having some semblance of mental state without having to worry about all the things that come along with, do I take profit here? Do I take profit here? Do I sell? Do I cash out? Do I buy back? So the idea is that you take profits on the way up, okay? And then you start buying back in with limit orders when you start hitting the 60% dip. So you're going to have some capability to withstand delaying your desires to withdraw, to purchase, to do all that, because I'm going to be waiting. And the idea was originally 70%, but 60% seems to be like a pretty good number. And then you can start dollar cost averaging back in. It's a nice little way to go about happening. And it's a nice little way to start reinvesting some of the profit that you've taken, and then you can start buying some more during the dips. Again, this idea is that you're not trading. You are literally just swapping it for, say, USDC, holding that stable, holding that in sort of stable coin, whether it be LUSD or USDL once liquid loans is around. Whatever the case may be, there will be many different things available once Pulse Chain launches, but I want to have a strategy ready to go, because again, the 5 P's, folks, proper preparation prevents poor performance. That is my game plan right there. So problem solver, yes, I do suggest buying back with the profits that you've taken to scoop up some more Hex at or Pulse X at the phenomenal prices. So for example, if you were able to, say, get the price down here when the price was 1.7 cents, I'm using that same strategy here for Hex right now as well, because one thing that I truly regret was not taking profits when the price was rallying all the way up to 56 cents. And I don't mean profits as in cash out into your bank. I mean profits as in hold that sucker for these dips, because that is the key point. Now, if you want to cash out some and, you know, increase your lifestyle and improve what you have, then by all means, that's why we're in this game of crypto, for mad gains and money, but also to change lives, right? So but what I didn't like, the fact that I always had to come up with new dry powder to buy more and more and more and more and more. And then I just had to keep coming up with new money and new money, even though at one point in time I had hundreds of thousands, we'll say, worth in the value, and I could have taken profit during that time. So things that we learned, lessons that we learned. So now I'm coming up with a proper strategy to have a better understanding of how it all works. And this is going to be what I'm going to be sharing with the Patreon come February 1st. So stay tuned on that as well. Crypto Freedom says, yep, take loans tied to Pulse X. Awesome. That is really cool. That's smart. Smart. And as long as there's value and everything, then yeah, great little thing to do. Twitter Spaces yesterday, KDP and the team from Power City, including Just Ask Jesse, were talking about this yesterday. They are making a stablecoin backed by Pulse X to make this work just like liquid loans, and their stablecoin backed 1-to-1 to Pulse. Like, okay, that's even better. So like, can you imagine? Okay, Crypto Freedom, you may or may not already know this. So liquid loans may or may not launch especially come day one. They may launch 30 days after, and I know they've said this before, and I don't know if now that Pulse Chain's been delayed for so long, they're able to also launch pretty soon after, but they don't want people to get wrecked with collateralization and everything right from the jump. So the idea is that they're going to wait 30 days, especially during that extreme volatility period of price discovery. Do you know if Power City's planning on launching right from the jump, or if they're also planning on possibly waiting as well? Appreciate all the information you're sharing on this Crypto Freedom, because again, I definitely am not knowledgeable when it comes to Power City, what they're planning, what they're doing. I look at what we have in front of us today, and whenever I see prices like this start happening, I start getting happy, guys, because this is the line that I've had drawn for some time, basically saying that as long as we keep holding this line right here, this white line, as long as we keep holding that line, then it's just going to keep getting better and better. So I had this line already drawn out to where 3 cents is really going to be our next level of resistance that we want to be paying attention to, and that would put us all the way until about middle of February. To kind of start seeing it if we decide to go this route. Now, again, this is assuming that we go here, maybe touch 3 cents, we come back down, we come back up here, maybe push through 3 cents a little bit, come back down, and we just kind of play in this little zone, and then we need to break out. That's what I'm really looking for, because that's when you're going to start seeing more people start FOMOing back into Hex and the ecosystem of Hex. Now, of course, all this analysis, if you will, some technical analysis, some TA, some charts, can go out the window within seconds should we get news of Pulse Chain. Like we get news of Pulse Chain, pew, you know what I mean? Like, price up. People are going to be FOMOing back in like crazy. That's kind of what I see happening. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, great little item here. Yeah, Power City is waiting till all the volatility comes down. Yeah, have they actually said that they're going to wait like X amount of time? Because I know with liquid loans it was, a month after Pulse Chain launches. Have they said that they were going to wait X amount of time after? It's something I'll keep my eye on as well. If we have more stable coins and we don't have to rely on someone like USDC or USDT who have admin keys, who have the ability to basically control all of the crypto on other chains, and they can void out all those different cryptos immediately on other chains should they not want to participate in it and join the new chain. So curious on that, definitely curious, right? At Crypto Freedom, would this stablecoin avoid tax like USDC to hold and reinvest on the way down? USDC is taxed as gain. Yeah, so it's kind of like the same thing. For some areas, it depends on where you're at, problem solver. Because I've had other people ask this before as well with me, like, does converting it into a stable coin consider it a taxable event? Well, it's still unrealized profit, right? Well, like, yes, you have a stable coin, but from what I've been told, and again, I'm not a tax advisor, but again, what I've been told from my advisor is that it's okay to essentially swap between these coins as long as you don't cash out. Cash out is the actual taxable event moment, to my understanding. So, but again, everyone has heard different things, and so that's why crypto is still brand new, man. There's so many tax advisors who will tell you it's a taxable event, and they may or may not even know that answer for 100% certainty, but in their heart of hearts, they feel it's 100% certain, so they're very confident when they say it. Other countries have actually said that as well, which is why Richard Hart is being so careful about the he's being so careful about the announcement of Pulse Chain, and the reason why Pulse Chain has to launch empty without a bridge to allow any transactions for dollar value. Everything's going to be done in ratio swaps in the beginning of Pulse Chain launch. So be careful. Be careful. If you aren't familiar with ratio swapping, wait a few days, right? It just makes sense. There's no need to try to FOMO into something that you are just trying to jump in just because it's brand new, which I get. FOMO is going to be a real feeling for a lot of folks. So start mentally preparing yourself to say, dude, I can step away once Pulse Chain launches. I won't even look at the Twitter. Now, again, could you actually commit to that? I don't know. But I'll step away from looking at charts. I'll take my MetaMask, my hardware wallet, I'll put it away to where I don't have to connect it, and I won't connect it for at least 30 days or at least a month. Or maybe if you do try to jump in the beginning, you do it smartly and do a small initial investment, because there's nothing like, if it works out, great. And if it doesn't work out, then you're not going to be beating yourself up over it either. So it's just up to everyone to be able to make that decision and determination themselves. And I think it's definitely very important for everyone to come up with some sort of strategy right now for when Pulse Chain launches. What are you going to do, right? Like, what's your game plan? And that is what we're all trying to figure out. And of course, Problem Solver, thank you for coming in, joining the chat, joining the stream. Again, guys, if y'all want us to do some mid-journey prompts, it's something that I'm definitely enjoying as well. So if it's something that you want to see some mid-journey prompts, more than happy to come on in and show that as well. As a brief example, these are just some of the prompts that you can see. And again, like, this is, and I'll go to let me go to the actual Midjourney website here. So you can get like all sorts of prompts on here, folks. So if y'all are enjoying any of this stuff and you see something that, like, damn, would love to see something like that, feel free to throw it in chat. If you got 5 words that you want to drop yourself, you're more than welcome to come on in and drop the 5 words as well. There's some really crazy prompts in here, and I am having a blast making this stuff, folks. I am having so much fun. This is actually looking up only wizards, which is funny. Let's look up hot right now and remove. Oh, refresh. Oh no. Oh no. There it goes. Cool. Yeah, these are the ones that are coming out right now. And dude, this thing is freaking amazing. Look at this thing. Epic. Like, that thing is freaking so cool. Love seeing it. I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed. I think me and my wife have played every version of Assassin's Creed as well. So this just reminds me of that. If it is, or if the prompt is similar to that, I don't know exactly what it is, but this looks like, you know, a loading screen for Assassin's Creed, for example. I mean, just so many cool things, right? And for shits and gigs, let's actually go to because it's Sunday, folks. We're all here. We want to have some fun. We're going to talk a little bit about rule of thirds here in a second as well, because I think that's, you know, something to keep everyone's eye on. Cool. This is actually the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. This is something Richard Hart has been talking about. And until really, I can't look at it full screen because I don't want to be a freaking. So this is can I click here? No, of course not. Okay. So this is actually, I don't know why I keep clicking it, folks. I apologize. I'll just say it right now. This is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Currently, we are still down 41.91%. It was creeping back up slowly and surely. But again, like over the last year, it hasn't ever been positive in the last year. If you look at over the last 3 years, there was a point in time right around February of 2021 when the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust was actually worth more than what Bitcoin was valued at. And really, ever since February of 2021, it has been completely under, and we have not seen it. We actually got as low as almost 50% discount, which is 48.28%, and it's still sitting at 41.91%. So that is not good. Not good. That is really not good for Grayscale. And I think that's kind of what Richard Hart's talking about. It's hard to say that we're out of the bear market when you look at factors like this, right? Because this is a factor that it has to be considered to some degree. And so it is definitely pretty interesting how it's all going to be played out. Academiciated, what's up, my friend? Afternoon, all. Good afternoon to you as well. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so let's go here. Twitter. Let's just look at Hexologist's Twitter. Hexo. Dude, I'm a big fan of Crypto Jenkins, man. Those who won crypto in 2022 were the ones who held the keys to their coins. The year of survival in a space that got destroyed by centralized exchanges, sometimes surviving the toughest environments, is as big of a win as the actual gains themselves in a bull market. Love it. Yeah, seriously, like big fan of Crypto Jenkins right there. Hexologist. But he did this post the other day where he was like, "Hey, drop your, let's do something fun this Saturday and unleash your creativity. Send me 5 words and watch as AI transforms them." And I'm thinking about doing something like this as well because this is awesome, man. Into mesmerizing, unique photos. Let's see what kind of cool and bizarre creations Hexkins can come up with. And then you just sit over right here. He drops 5 words and it basically shows it right here: jacked, shredded Richard Hart Rolex. And then where he says, "Coming to build crypto and kick ass," and he's all out of crypto building. And then you get like a nice little jacked Richard Hart right here, right? Whoops. Zoom out. There it goes. And then you get Joe Biden, Donald Trump kissing, and so you get them kissing, right? And he just had a lot of fun right here. Love child of Hexo and Richard Hart. Boom. I'll zoom in just a smidge here because this is fun to see, man. I'm a big fan of what's happening with the overall AI space. And if you aren't getting yourself involved in it, now's the time to start learning about it. Hexologist, after streaming 5,555 days, he says, "I guess I get an earring in the next 15 years." And you look at the photo, and it's him. It's him with an earring right there. Love it, dude. Big fan of that. Looking at charts still, always good, right? And then he says, "Richard Hart was right again," and you get the good old Richard Hart right again prompt. These are all from Midjourney, folks. These are all from Midjourney, an absolute blast. Some people have actually changed their. That's just ugly, dude. Some people have changed their profile pictures based on the prompt given to them by Hexologists. That is so freaking cool. This one here is life, eternity, space, cycle, hope. And then he gets this nice little picture, dude. Hexagon, amplify, future, space, liquid. And then you draw this nice little picture here, dude. Like, Midjourney, freaking epic. And if you don't already have Midjourney, I'm going to be also part of the Patreon thing I'll be doing is helping people get into the Midjourney area, so that way everyone can start learning a little bit more about AI, how it can also improve what they can do. That's part of the little tier that I'll be sharing with everyone. I'll have a Discord, getting all of it set up as we speak right now. And again, these are just some of the pictures that I ended up doing myself, right? Because I tried seeing what would happen if he's actually got it to where he actually imported a photo, and I was just trying to see what would happen if you just type in Richard Hart swimming in money, which was one of the prompts. It doesn't know Richard Hart, so it just shows different people. But this was an awesome one. I think it was by Wild SJ. Mushroom Forest, Mystical Hexagon Journey. And then you get this nice little item here, right? Where you get nice little pictures, beautiful pictures in my opinion. And these just turn out absolutely incredible. Incredible. Oh, I didn't mean to stop sharing. Damn, clicked the wrong button. Damn. Boom, boom. All right, back again. And I'm saying, look at this, man. Actually, since I got everyone here, let me know. I'm trying to create little pictures for tiers and Patreon, right? Do y'all like the simple ones where it's something cute like this, little dog or whatever, something a little cute, or do you like a little bit fancier for the pictures, right? Where it actually has like a full icon, and I can change the font on here, so I'm not too worried. I can get that to make it all look pretty and everything like that. I'm just trying to come up with a few ideas right now as we speak. I have this one, more detailed illustrated conversion tool. All different stuff, folks. But yeah, come on back over here to Hexo. Today is just a little day about bouncing around. So if you are having fun with me on this stream, it's Sunday, it's Funday. We are just having fun together. Apologize about bouncing around, but I mean, I'm all jacked up off Mountain Dew, Chip. Omnipresent, Bunga, Trebuchet, Hexagon, Silky, and then you get this nice little beautiful picture. Man, incredible stuff. Increíble. So that's what's going on right there overall. But let's get a little discussion about the rule of thirds, right? Something that I kind of commonly shared with in life and how I feel. And it's again, I talk about the life being a book, right? And so like this little chapter is this little portion of your life right now is merely but a chapter in your book of life. So I actually have something also called the rule of thirds, and it's a principle that can be applied to many aspects in your life, whether it be like chasing your dreams, which is where we're going to be focusing on primarily. It can be every third part of the journey, or that every journey has a third, right? So you'll experience different emotions during every part of your journey. The first third, you'll feel great. The second third, you'll feel okay. And then the final third, you'll feel crappy. Now, this isn't saying that it's going to be in that order. It's not like you're going to do this exact thing. It's that 33% of the time, it's going to be great. 33% of the time, it's going to feel crappy. And 33% of the time, it's just going to feel okay. Kind of subtle, keep moving, that kind of stuff. So you'll be filled with excitement in the first third, right? 30% of the time, you're just filled with excitement, motivation. You're going to be eager to take on any challenge that you have. You're going to be eager to face anything that happens. You're going to be eager to overcome any obstacle that can get in your way. And this is a time where you're most likely to actually make progress. In most cases, right? A lot of the times it's pretty easy to do stuff when you're motivated, right? You can imagine. And so we can see us like when Pulse Chain launches doing a whole bunch of stuff. It'll be that excitement and motivation. You'll be hopping on, you'll be more active, whether it be on Twitter, you'll be more active in your own personal trade, you'll be more active in what you're planning on doing. But that's going to be most likely what's going to help you achieve your goals as well. The other third of the time is just going to be like this kind of like little mundane, little mediocre. You're going to feel okay. Everything's just going to be kind of like right in the middle. You know, you're still motivated, but some of the excitement may be fading, or some of it may have worn off, or, you know, and this is like 33% of the time, right? So like to this day, I still go through many of these emotions, right? So it'll be like this moment in time where you're like, oh, dude, everything's great. Pulse Chain's getting worked on. And then you have this moment of excitement for me where it's like, holy shit. Everything is getting copied over to Pulse Chain, and I forget that almost every single time. It's hilarious how many times I've forgotten that everything is getting copied, because I'm like, oh my gosh, just imagine like Hex going back up to $1, and just imagine Hex being at $2, or just imagine Pulse Chain launching and it doing a 50 or 100x. And then you forget, and then I like literally forget every single time, and then I like this moment of realization comes where I'm like, everything's getting copied. You're going to have double of everything that you have right now. What? That is in freaking sane, folks. Then you get that initial excitement. And then we know that like, oh, Pulse Chain hasn't launched yet. You know, that feeling starts to wear off, and we've gone through it. We've all experienced it. And we all have to, you know, encounter obstacles and challenges that test the resolve, that test your resolve, that really try to understand, like, are you going to keep on pushing even when the going gets tough, right? Are you going to keep on pushing forward? This is a time where most of the time everything's just kind of like this little flat, stagnant area. Do you keep on pursuing? Do you keep on pushing? And do you keep making it happen? And then overall, we actually have the final third, right? This is 33% of the time where you just kind of feel crappy. You're tired, you're discouraged, sometimes depressed, ready to give up. You know, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. This is a time where you really need to freaking dig deep. You really need to find yourself and dig deep in your inner strength, and like have a good understanding that you need to keep on persevering. Because while you may feel that way and you may get that way, it's important to remember that the feeling is normal, folks. You're not the only one experiencing it. I'm not the only one experiencing it. We all share these things called emotions, right? And some of us wear them on our shoulders, and some of us hide them within our you know, cover them up with the sleeve and all that good stuff, right? So like some of us keep it very close, very tight knit, but at the same time, we all experience something similar to this feeling. 33% of the time, great. 33% of the time, okay. 33% of the time, crap, you're depressed. Whatever that saying is for you. It's a sign that typically you're close to achieving the goal, right? That's like one of the hardest things. You've been pursuing your goal, you've been pursuing your dreams, you've been pursuing everything during this time. And then you'll have the little sad moments, man. These sad moments are times where you definitely need to understand that the emotions that we all go through, it's a thing of balance. Something that we all have to be mindful of, right? It's literally the rule of thirds, right? That's what I'm saying. 33% of the time it's this, 33% of the time great, 33% of the time bad, 33% of the time you know, meh, right? And so like it's always important to understand that yes, emotions are here. Emotions are here for everyone. And it's good if we can keep them balanced. Then we get back on track. It's important to remember that the journey towards achieving the dream, right? is not always easy. It's not just as simple as like you want something, you get it. But if you push through some of the tough times and we keep on going and we get to the destination at the end, or whatever that destination is that you're looking for, man, it's such a freaking phenomenal feeling. And the rule of thirds can be applied to anything, right? So if you're just starting a new job, learning a new skill, you know, maybe you got something that you're recently passionate about, whether it be a new project or something that you're developing right now. It's important to remember that the journey will be filled with like ups and downs, just like crypto, right? Comes with volatility. But if you can stay focused and maintain at least a positive attitude, you'll definitely be able to overcome these obstacles. You'll be able to overcome the hurdles and achieve the goals. And that's what I want everyone to be focused on. Right? I know that sometimes the emotions, you know, can be freaking wild, and sometimes some of the emotions can get held into a spot that ends up staying a little bit longer and that kind of stuff too. So it's not always a principle that's directly related to just an emotional journey of achieving a goal, right? Sometimes it's that perseverance that we all need to keep on fighting through. And I share this because we all have these thoughts, right? We all have some thoughts in our head. We all have these little moments in time where you end up getting a little bit sad, a little bit depressed, but then you keep on pushing through, and usually you come out on the other side in that happy mode, in that great mode, in that motivational mode where like you're ready to go. So it can definitely be a useful metaphor for the journey to achieving your goal, but also it should be not a strict principle, right? Because it's not always just the emotions that we have. It's not just those three emotions that we experience. That's why everything is kind of great when things are great, right? When things are going good, things are going good. And when shit's going bad, like for whatever reason, it just seems to start stacking up on itself. That's just part of it, life, man. So like sometimes we just gotta keep on pushing through. We just gotta keep on fighting. Keep on fighting the good fight, folks. Definitely keep on fighting the good fight. So I wanted to share that information with everyone because, again, I think sometimes I need to just say it myself, right? Sometimes I just need to remind myself, and I share it with y'all during this YouTube journey. I'm here, you know, doing daily streams live, and, you know, you have some moments in time where you're like, man, what do we talk about today? What do we say now? And I can see where, like, Hexologist is talking about where, you know, you definitely have days where it's like you don't have a weekend. But that's perfectly fine, folks, because I'm about that grind right now. That's what I love doing. So, back to what we have over here with Hex. Back to what we're seeing going on over here with Hex as well. So if I come back right now, you get this nice little chart looking bullish AF, in my opinion. If you compare it against other stuff, for example, I'll go over here to this chart. So Bitcoin is one of the ones that's been kind of pumping, especially as of recently. I mean, look at this little pump it's been doing since freaking beginning of January, right? It really started January 1st. That pump just has been pretty gradual and pretty consistent. That sucker was down here 16,000, and now it's sitting around 24,000. It's I mean, it's coming, folks. If it's not here yet, it's coming. I found this really awesome chart. Let me know how this works for y'all. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on it. Cool. So it's a correlations matrix, right? It kind of, and so far I just have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex, USDC, and Hedron. But essentially the idea behind this correlation matrix is to really see, and you can read on down here how it works, right? So correlation, positively correlated variables tend to move together. Negatively correlated variables move inversely to each other, and uncorrelated variables move independently of each other, okay? The Pearson's correlation is this little one-to-one effect, right? So it ranges anywhere between +1 to -1. +1 indicates perfect positive linear correlation. -1 means no linear correlation, right? 0 indicates no linear correlation at all. So the chart, a perfect negative linear correlation. Yeah, so -1 is basically saying if one goes up, the other goes down. That's negative correlation, right? 0 indicates no linear correlation. The chart in the background represents the change in the correlation over time, and it's a rolling window width of 20 data points. So just as an example, so you can kind of understand what we see together, a positive value indicates a positive correlation between two variables. Negative value indicates negative correlation between two variables, and 0 indicates no correlation. The confidence interval represents the interval in which the true Pearson correlation coefficient will be located with 95% probability. If the confidence interval includes the value of 0 across the dashed line, the correlation can be regarded as non-significant, not different from 0. So bars above the dashed line indicate statistically significant positive correlation. Bars below the dashed line indicate a statistically significant negative correlation, and bars at the dashed line indicate no difference. Okay, so that way you kind of have a good understanding here. So I was checking this out. So check what, like, look at this right here, right? Bitcoin versus Ethereum, because this is a Bitcoin area right here. Bitcoin versus Ethereum, very positively correlated, right? 0.79. This sucker is moving. Now this is going on a 24-hour window. Let's kick it up to 1 year. Let's have some fun here. So look at this. Ethereum is at 0.9 positive correlation on basically both charts. That means Ethereum is so freaking tied to Bitcoin. We know this, and so many other things are also tied to Ethereum, right? And then you look at Hex. While Hex has had some movement in regards to Bitcoin, it's still at 0.5, so it's not quite zero just there. And if we go back further, and we can even go back, I think a year is the furthest we can go, because really over the last year it's been a bear market, so it's been tough to look at this and say that Hex isn't correlated because everything has gone down. But Hex has had a 0.5% correlation with this going up and down, and then with Ethereum, Hex is sitting at 0.65, so pretty correlated still to Ethereum. Not quite at the 1 level like Ethereum is almost over here, but not quite decorrelated like I once had thought. And this was an interesting little sheet over here that I didn't really know or didn't really consider. Now the USDC correlation is the highest correlation out of all of them. It's at 0.38, and again also, well technically, I'm sorry, it's at 0.16. Hedron's the closest correlated with Hex. And you can see it against everything else that it compares against, right? So Hedron versus Bitcoin's only 0.18, Ethereum 0.2. We have Hedron versus Hex at 0.38, pretty correlated. And then Hex or Hedron versus USDC at 0.07. So Hedron is moving very closely with Hex. We know that to be the case. And then with this also being said, whoops, interesting. Oh, this takes me to the chart. This is the Hex. This is Hex. Okay, let's see what this actually says. Oh, this is a little tweet. What is? Oh, this is Reddit. Okay, cool. This is a really cool thing. It's called Crypto Watch, and I recently found this website. So you have Hex updates from Reddit where it says, sorry, Hex Rewind 2022, the best community facts. Can RH build out the Hex.com website to be able to stake Matic, Hex, and BNB, Hex, and any others? Well, we don't want that to be the case. It's not the case, and we already know that's not the case. Let me move myself just a smidge if I can. If I move myself, is it going to mess up? It will. And maybe I hide this for a second. Hide. Okay, cool. I'm just doing this just for a second here. So we have, this is Hex's first bear market ever. If you're still here, you're now OG as fuck. And you are definitely early. Only real cryptos survive bear markets, and Hex is stronger than ever. More stakers, more holders than ever before, and it's not slowing down. All of this during a brutal bear market. So, like, I just looked at the charts. This is actually a proven fact. We just looked at Hex stats. There's no denying that the Hex has been growing during the bear market, now stronger more than ever. There's more stakers, more holders of Hex now than ever, and it's continued to increase every single day. Very interesting. Let me see if I can go over to Twitter. What does Twitter got to say over here? Congratulations, everyone. The don't even know what that is. Ranked volume bonus phase is over. Oh, that's the old thing, right? I'm assuming. I don't know how. Live in a minute. How old is this tweet? February 16, 2022. Okay. So I'm not really quite sure how to get this because it's showing 11. Oh, that's 11 months maybe. February, yeah, that makes more sense. I thought it was 11 minutes. Okay, so this is only pulling out from Richard Hart, it seems like, and it goes back 2 years. What about this icon? 16 minutes. Oh, sorry. Don't. 20 hours can RH build out. This is basically the Reddit, if I'm not mistaken. It's the same exact article. Okay, cool. Well, that's a pretty interesting thing. I just found it on a new website called Crypto Watch. And so going back to the correlations that we just looked at, if y'all have other stuff that you want to see maybe correlated against each other, you're more than welcome to go to it as well. It's cryptowat.ch. So Crypto Watch, but just put the dot right here in between WAT and CH. So Crypto Watt period CH. Anyways, have fun checking out the website. It's a pretty fun website that I just recently discovered myself, and I'm gonna learn some other stuff that we can end up doing with it. So let's just take off Ethereum, for example, and it shows Bitcoin still 0.57. Okay, cool. So it still shows the same information here. Hedron definitely not really correlated with Bitcoin at all, but definitely correlated with this. What if we go over to Deci? And I'm assuming Axie? Do they have those? Interesting. I don't know of any other assets over here that could be, you know, comparatively to Hex, and maybe that's something that we'll be doing. Hex Huddle in the house. I appreciate you coming through. I'm the 10th like. Hex Huddle, you're so loved is what you are. Thank you so much for coming in, tuning in, having fun, joining the stream, always participating in the chats every single time you come in. It's a blast having you here. So thank you so much for coming in and having fun with us. We got everything is pumping. Yes, everything is in fact pumping, right? We just looked at I can look at the heat map as well here. And if you look at the heat map, dude, this sucker, look at this. Whoops. Whoa. It's just green for days, dudes. Green for days. Look at this. Just green, 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 green. Everywhere's green. And this is over the last week. If we go over the last day, I mean, everything turned green, I think, you know, the other day. Past 4 hours, not really so much green, right? Past 4 hours, past 1 hour, not really. But if you're looking at the 1 hour, you're doing stuff wrong anyways. Look at that, dude. That's weekly. It's just green everywhere. And I can zoom in over here and it's just green, 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 green. And then you zoom in some more and it's just more green. Yeah, definitely everything's pumping. Facts on facts on facts. Base, Trio, Lucky, Deci, Maxi team. Yes. Yeah, so that was on the Crypto Watch. I don't know if I could find those though. Base. Here we go. Base. We got base. Trio. It doesn't pull up Trio. Lucky. Doesn't pull up Lucky. Oh yeah. CryptoBubbles.net is freaking an awesome website and it just looks cool. Crypto Bubbles. Yeah. It's like, it just looks so freaking cool just looking at all the cute little bubbles, man. Like, what? Bubbles everywhere. You know, like, I'm colorblind as a motherfucker, so I can't really see this in terms of like red green colorblind. I don't know. It doesn't stand out to me like everything else did just a moment ago. But yeah, this is a fun little website. You can have a lot of fun zooming in, checking stuff out, seeing everything here. But yeah, in terms of me telling the difference between these colors, no chance. Can I edit the colors? Bubble color neutral. Well, that's boring. I like performance. I just want to, dude. You know what I really wish? I wish that like most website, and again, this is me just because I am that person who is affected. I wish most websites would just, oh fuck yes, have a colorblind ability. Because look at this, yellow blue. This makes so much more sense to me. May not look as pretty to all you, but again, in my opinion, this looks so much easier for my eyes. I can actually tell what's down and what's green just right from the jump without having to try to click on and read and check it out. So big fan of the fact that we have those right here on this website. Dude, Crypto Bubbles for the win. Fuck yes. I will take that all day, every day. Let's see how they've been doing for the month. Dude, Hex is up 52% for the month. Let's go, dude. That is freaking epic. For the year, we're up 85. Oh, we're down 85. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Up 52% for the month, down 85% for the year based on where it was last year this time. And that was just at 21 cents, folks. Just imagine we're back up to 21 cents again. Just imagine, like, play a little game with me. Just check it out. Just think to yourself right now. Bam, Hex is back at 21 cents. Everyone would be shitting themselves, right? And everyone's just gonna be super stoked about it too. Yeah, Crypto Bubbles for the win. Big fan of Crypto Bubbles. Good job, Crypto Bubbles. All right, let's go back here. Put myself back here. Throw this back on there. Bam, 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 bam. All right, cool. And yeah, Hex Huddle, dude, I love, man, he comes through the chats and just starts sharing like a mother sucker. But yeah, I don't necessarily check him out on like Deck Screeners, also the website that I already use. You already know that. So I can just go on right over to here to check them out and see everything and what they're doing and click search and check them out, see what they're, whoops, didn't mean to click on that. You know, check them out over here, base versus, you know, USDC, base versus Hex, base versus everything. So I can't compare in that regard. It's just like I was trying to look at the correlation, which is a pretty cool chart. Why would ETH start dumping now though? Hex Huddle, is there something that came out that like spooked people? Because from the chart that I'm seeing right now, it looks like we are still green AF for the day. Like, yeah, it dropped a little bit, but I mean, look, I mean, it's in the same chart over here. Like if I just pull up the same metric, and that's even too let's just get crazy with this chart here. Yeah, there's so many touches in this, so I don't even know where I'd start the chart. Here, let's just start it here where it longed. So it either would start right in this range, and that's Ethereum right there. And let's just make it white. What? Oh, I have the transparency turned down. I was like, that's not even close to white. Okay, cool. So yeah, until Ethereum kind of drops out of this line right here, and until it drops below the 9 EMA versus 15 EMA, I don't see it going bearish anytime soon. It looks like it's, you know, going back to local highs. It's making higher lows and higher highs. These are good indicators, folks. These are good indicators. Femex trade ETH USD. That updates in real time. What does Deck Screener do? Or TradingView? Does TradingView not update in real time? Because I mean, it shows literally all the trades right on down here if you actually see everything happening. Now I have myself covering it again, but you can see everything happening, you know, right on down here. It's still in the buy zone for where it's sitting right now on the daily. Checking it out, ETH versus USDC. You know what I mean? TradingView should be in real time, maybe a sec delay. Yeah, so I'm not too worried. But again, like, unless it dumps real hard and you actually see like it dump down to make, you know, lower lows or drop below this line of resistance right here, I don't think it'd be too much information on that one. Thanks for the links, Hexodl. Yeah, Hexodl comes through with all the links, man, always. Oh, dude, get off 1 hour chart, man. From the source. What you doing on 1 hour chart, Hexodl? Like, I don't even bother looking at 1 hour chart. My man, dude, I like, what? Come on. Okay, 1 hour chart. Fuck it. Let's just see. So 1 hour charts right here. And yeah, I mean, for sure, 1 hour, yeah, it's down. I get it. Whoops. I mean, clearly 1 hour is definitely down, right? Whoop. But for me, I've already drawn this line right here based on where it was on daily. So until it really starts dipping back down, which technically Ethereum could actually go all the way back down to here and still be okay and hold support and then bounce right back up and start making higher highs again, or newer higher highs, right? Things are looking bullish for me, man, based on all the metrics, based on everything that I'm seeing, based on everything happening and overall what's going on. Definitely a good opportunity for a lot of people to start getting back in. I use Coinbase charts on TradingView. Cool. Yeah, dump 50%. Oh, dump 0.5%. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some dumps. You know what I mean? Like, this thing's pumping, dude. And we already know, just like Hex, it's not just going to pump forever, right? Like, it's already done essentially a 6% gain over the last 19 hours, right? And then, so, of course, over those last 19 hours, it's going to have some down here where it's going to end up making this little point right here, and it's going to come down, right? And it kind of came down and touched to this point right here, dropped 1.4% in 1 hour. but it had a you know, you gotta look back and zoom out. So until like things start really changing, I'm still looking at this in a bullish perspective. 6.24%. It came down and it lost, you know, 1% or 1.6% or whatever. Like it's still up 5%. That's how I see things, right? And that's again, looking at 1 hour. But dude, like I don't even bother looking at 1 hour. I haven't looked at a 1 hour chart in so long, just because I don't think it's what you should focus on. There's too much volatility when it comes to 1 hour, right? That's focusing on like a very, very micro zoom in chart of what you're trying to see. And then you got to look out and like, okay, how's it done the last few days? How's it done the last few weeks? And the 1 hour chart, unless you're trading, isn't going to provide that for you. It's just going to make you, you know, scared. I don't know. That's kind of how I see it. I use Coinbase charts on TradingView. Yeah, they are real spot prices. To really zoom out, use the BLX chart on a monthly for BTC. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of stuff going on overall with that Hexodl too, right? Hexodl comes through with the chats like crazy. I don't, you know, you remind me I'm not a fast texter when it comes to my response times and stuff like that in some cases. You know, maybe it's just the fact that I'm not really on like social media or whatever that much, but you remind me of someone who's just like able to like bam, 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 bam. And like whenever things come in so fast for me, sometimes I'll get overwhelmed and like anxious or whatever. And I'm like, and I freeze up. So hopefully that doesn't happen with me and I'm able to keep on doing what I do and keep on loving what I love. But coming over here to hexfire.io, might as well just show this real quick as well, since we're talking about Hex and the daily payout. Look at this, folks. Over the last 6 months, it has an average payout of 6.366 Hex per T-share. Over the last 30 days, that sucker is sitting at 6.412. Over the last 7 days, 6.4. This number has been constantly increasing every single time, and I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And that was just a couple days ago. Let's refresh the page. That was January 26th. Let's refresh this page and actually see what it looks like on January 29th. Oh, it's just below. It fell below the 6.4. Oh, son of a gun. I shouldn't have refreshed. I'm kidding. This is incredible, folks. Still above 6, and this payout is looking to continue to increase over time and keep on doing what it does. So hopefully y'all are checking out hexfire.io. There's tons of stuff happening everywhere, all the stuff, tons of information. If you haven't seen this stuff already, I highly advise you start going through. There's so many things on here that you can almost get overwhelmed with it, right? Because like there's really no need. Like you can look at big payday stakes and see when their stakes are ending and all that good stuff. Some of them are going to be ending soon. Big payday will no longer be a thing, and some folks were able to stake it for 15 years to capture the big payday. But again, big payday hasn't been a thing for almost 2 years now, and so we don't really talk about it so much anymore. Hex daily charts. Yes. What do we got over here for Hex daily charts? We got the price of Hex. We got the payout per T-share. God, dude, look at that, dude. The days where it's 13, 10.8. Man, beautiful. Those are great days right there. Average stake length has been increasing. Looks like it actually decreased here a little bit with everyone waiting for Pulse Chain to come out. People are doing pretty short stakes, in my opinion, is kind of why this is being shown at 6.5 now. The APY rate, yep, still sitting at 36%. Pretty consistently there. Circulating supply in Hex, daily inflation. Dude, there's so much stuff on here, guys. So much stuff. If you haven't already checked it out, highly advise going to this website, checking it out yourself. This is like a chart of the current holders, and just look at the chart, dude. Like the chart speaks for itself. This is July, and we're sitting at 305,000 holders. We go back to here, and on January 1st of 2022, we're sitting at 276,000 holders. A year later, we're sitting at 317,000 holders. So in 1 year time, we've almost got a what, 50,000, 40,000 increase. That's pretty freaking solid in terms of the amount of people just holding. Great stuff, dude. That's bullish, man. Like, how does that not scream bullish to anyone else? It screams bullish to me for sure. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, exactly. Bam, 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 bam. That's exactly how I feel sometimes. But yeah, I love it, man. I love the vibes, love the energy. You keep doing you, Hexodl. Don't change just because of my anxiety. Forget all that, dude. Forget that. But folks, It's Sunday. It's time for me to go enjoy a nice little day with the fam as well. So I want everyone to y'all, or I want every single one of y'all to know that y'all are beautiful people. I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Go get out, enjoy the sun, go relax, listen to the birds sing, chirp, all that good stuff. If you can, get the opportunity, get a little bit of mental relaxation, and I will catch you in tomorrow's daily live stream. Come back. It'll be 1:30 Central Standard Time, and I'll catch you then. Peace.